So we've done so much innovating within industries, within scientific fields, etc., within countries. Now it's time to connect them together, and we often obtain radical value by doing that. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone across the world interviewing 30 cross-domain innovators in business, the sciences, and the arts to understand what's the mental process. How do they do that? So maybe more of us can do the same. So there are best-selling authors. There's the guy who introduced ringtones to the Indian market. He was with Nokia. So that was an early play which built up the ringtone market, connecting the music and mobile phone industries. He did the first digital music deal.
Okay.
Wow.
And that was so hard to do. It took 6 months to write the contract because nobody had ever written a contract between the music industry and the mobile phone industry. I've got a great collection of people. Someone who introduced fast food to a slow-moving country and built up $1 billion fast food business enterprise. There's someone who's an artist and quantum chemist, and she created what I think it was CIO magazine called it one of the 100 most innovative firms in the world.
Okay.
National Geographic photographer published a book about big data.
Okay.
How does a photographer bring humanity back into big data? And he founded what's been called one of the 25 coolest companies in America. So these guys, they span all disciplines. There's even somebody who was working with advanced biopolymers and created a cancer medication device and had trouble with the dosing mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
So she borrowed a design from the pocket watch, designed in 1893, a fusion of time. So there's all these different fusions that bring radical value to the world. And I've got a new model that helps people understand how did they do it, so we might do more of the same.
Mm. Okay.
Now, oftentimes companies innovate on particular technologies within particular fields within their own industry, and they forget to look at other industries or at broader solutions. As a matter of fact, that's one of the interesting stories that we've got today in the design thinking session. There was a hospital. Okay, so medical care, healthcare industry. The emergency room guys wanted to get better. Okay, what does better mean in an emergency room? It means faster.
Faster.
Okay, what else might it mean?
Better services.
Better service. How about service that's right every time, or else somebody's going to die?
Yeah.
Now, is there another industry they might learn from where it's fast and you have to get it right every time, or somebody's going to die? They thought about it, and they came up with Formula One racing. The car coming in is kind of like a patient rolling in. So the hospital staff and the design team went out for Formula One racing, not just to enjoy the day, which they did, but to observe what is it they do in a pit crew. Can we bring pit crew practices back to the hospital? They noticed that 80% of the problems with the car are handled with one particular basket of tools. I thought, why aren't we doing this? Oh, because nobody ever went to Formula One racing and brought the idea back to healthcare. Yeah. So then they didn't stop there. They observed a lot of tools and techniques, brought them back, and invited the pit crew to come to the hospital. Hey, here's what we do in a hospital. How would you guys do this? And they invited in the patients and everybody else to make everything better. That's design thinking. Starting from what people need and want. Okay, speed and reliability. And then when we do a design thinking study, we look at the extremes. Who really hates your product, so you learn easily what's wrong. And who really loves your product, you learn how might it be used. And you look at the analogies. A lot of creativity comes in there.